Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a hump day. And man, that's just like, man, we less than 24 hours away from the real madness starting. We had a little madness last night. North Carolina, holy moly. They beat the brakes off San Diego State. That was a beatdown of epic proportion. Holy moly, that was ugly. Congratulations, North Carolina. Ole Miss fans at 3 o'clock. They play North Carolina, and I ain't gonna lie to you. A little nervous. Little nervous. Also, don't forget, Ole Miss plays North Carolina 3 o'clock on Friday. You got me? You hear me? Good. 1 o'clock on Friday. Hear me? Tigers play Colorado State. Where will I be on Friday, you ask? Well, I hope you ask. I'm going to be from 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock doing my show from the owner's box. That's right, out in Lakeland Town Square. 24 beers on tap and upscale menu TVs everywhere, and we got March Madness rolling hard. I'm going to be there for the Tiger game. I'm going to be there for the Ole Miss game. I'm going to be at the best sports bar there is, period, end of discussion, Lakeland Town Square, this Friday. Come see me, because every 30 minutes, I'm going to give away a $50 gift card to the owner's box. Yeah, you heard that. So, man, I'm going to get there to like 11 o'clock. Bam, $50. 11:30, bam, $50. 12, bam, $50. 12:30, $50. 1 o'clock, $50. All to the owner's box. Come and join me. We are getting down out there. It is the best sports bar. Food is fire. There, you got a patio out there. You go back there, kind of shake a little something off. See me this Friday, Owner's Box, Lakeland Town Square, right there at Highway 70. It's going to be a hell of a good time. And speaking about how I'm giving away $50 gift cards to the Owner's Box every 30 minutes on Friday for a little Tiger and Ole Miss two-step, I'm also giving away $98.50 today, because you know Sports 56. Every single day the Tigers are in the tournament, we're going to give away $98.50 each day. So today and yesterday and Monday and tomorrow and the next day, all the way up into 100% Friday. That day's going to roll over into a little Saturday and Sunday once they take care of the Rams and Neat Clifford. And then when they get to the Sweet 16, all next week, we're going to give away $98.50 every single day. Thank you, Mid-South Small Engines. Memphis Mold Inspectors, the only licensed mold inspector in the Mid-South. Calb Equipment, Buster's Butcher, and Buster's Liquors. Because they got two. When you know they got the OG at Highland, they got the new one at Ridgeway Trace. And right next to the OG on Highland, Buster's Liquor Store, right next door is Buster's Butcher. Check all those bad boys out. And again, how am I going to give away the money? Listen, you send me, I'm going to ask a question or maybe for a joke, but just keep listening. And at one point I'm going to ask it. You're going to text the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry, 901-360-8255. Bing, bang, boom. It's going to be that easy. We giving it away today. We also thinking about Tito's because we got more basketball tonight. Again, congratulations, North Carolina. Now I'm scared because Ole Miss plays them. And congratulations to Tony Madlock. Our first buzzer beater of the tournament. Not Christian Laettner-esque, but it was a little Jaden Daniels-esque. It looked like a Hail Mary, and then it was topped up in the air, and it popped around, and it bounced exactly where it belonged, and then went in the hole.
Ooh, I got one better for you, John. It looked like a Luka to LeBron pass.
Oh, man, I don't want to hear none of that Laker BS, son. This is Grizzlies, man. Memphis, man. I don't hear nothing about no La La Land, Ozempic World. Come on now.
I just had to get you riled up, that's all.
By the way, man, I heard you talking about
Whoopi.
Yeah, Barack.
I am so upset with him.
He looks just like Whoopi, man. Whoopi Goldberg and Barack are the same. They're astral spirits. They probably shared the same consciousness or something. Who knows?
I don't know, but I don't know what he was on.
He's going to be up there in Washington sitting in the front row. I'm telling you. Y'all got to remember, man, he loved him some Whoopi. Whoo! Megan Whoopi with Whoopi.
Maybe his mom. Like the English mum. Maybe his mum.
Man, I'm fired up, though. We got such a busy show again. So today we're about to, right now, me and Darian are going through the bracket. We got to pick the tough games. We got to figure it out. We got to get our brackets picked at 12. Whoops. Already skipped away to 12:30. At 11:30, Landon, my homie. Dustin Starr, my big homie. You know him. Grizzlies, Redbirds, and Memphis Wrestling. That's 11:30. 12 o'clock. J.J. Wilson from the Memphis Showboats is going to join us. He's got one of the wildest stories you've ever heard. It's going to be definitely entertaining. You're gonna definitely be entertained. You know the Showboats start their season right around the corner, March 30th. Get ready for a little spring football, baby. The Showboats. We also at 12:30 have Shelby Hall. She's doing amazing things for Parkinson, and she is basically, let's be honest, she's a badass. She does that roadster, like, you know, where you like do like off-roading, crazy, like, I mean, off-road driving. Have you ever seen Darian, have you ever seen those crazy off-road driving people?
Yeah, like ATVs?
No, man, like those crazy cars where they have like the two people in the car and they're like doing it and they're going.
Oh, that little motorcycle spider.
Man, that stuff like where you look like you're gonna die.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like they're in the jungle. They're like going on little bitty roads through towns and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's like straight up. That's like, hey, you know what, man? I'm gonna take this to the edge, the very, very edge.
Like the
I'll
600-pound lady
it.
getting almost eaten by the giraffe.
Well, this lady, she's done the Baja 1000, all the off-road stuff. She's also her grandfather's Rod Hall. He's a legend. He's done everything. So she's coming on talking about how she's raising money for Parkinson. And then we got bets. So we got a loaded show. Giving away money. Friday, I'm going to be out there at the owner's box. And then also, one other thing I need to remind you while we're out here on the jump. Do y'all know that the season is getting ready to start? And everybody gets ready for a little Memphis in May, right? But, dude, April showers and all the goodness of April is what brings you into May. And on April 26th, you need to be down at Wingfest. It's going to be bumping. I'm going to be emceeing that Jun again. It is fun. All the donations benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Memphis. And to date, they've donated over $350,000. Yes, sir. There's going to be beverages, and I mean adult beverages and normal beverages. There's going to be wings, food vendors, music, the best hot wing competition. Over 60 teams are competing for a $5,000 cash prize. Plus, they're also in the World Cup Series, which is going to be paid in 2026. That's next year when we're at Wingfest. And that's for the grand prize of $25,000. The parade begins at 11 a.m. The gates open. You get down there. You're there at 11 for the parade. You get 3 free wing bucks. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. So get your tickets. Go to worldwingfest.com. Grab them bad boys. Because if you get them online, they're $15. If you wait till you go to the gate on April 26th, it's $25. And thanks to the sponsors. We got Universal Access, ATC Fitness, Bank 3, and RS Financial Group. But now it's time to get to the brackets and the madness. Oh, Lord. Man, that was like some housekeeping. I don't do a lot of housekeeping. You know that, right?
You do housekeeping well.
Shoot, I did some just now. I'm going to tell Chaz when I get home, don't even ask me to lift a finger. You know what I mean? I done it today. She wouldn't even ask. Now, I'm asking all y'all's help. Y'all hit me up at this Sissy Log Cabin text in the listener line. Let me know what you think about some of the games we're picking. It's me and Darian. We got to go through the round of 64. We got to pick the hard games. We know what the easy games. Darian, we are going to start in the South real quick. Okay, son?
Let's do it.
Let's roll. Everybody and their grandmother, we know Auburn's going to get there. That's not even a question. Louisville and Creighton right now. It's a battle of the birds. I love Ricky Bobby. Dude, my wife's hot. I just coach basketball. I mean, dude, Louisville's coach is badass. And I can't remember his name again. It's always Bryant Dacus who tells me. But Louisville has, like, when their man's face was broken and he had the Bane mask on, and then you got my little homie with the dope hair. Who's Louisville's player with that? He has the best hair in all of college basketball. And he's got a cool-ass little name, too. But I like me. I like me a lot of Louisville. I mean, I hate to say this. We've been kind of bagging a little bit on the ACC. And I'm not sitting there going to say San Diego State's a great team by any means. But we did kind of bag on the ACC and said basically it's Duke and nobody else. Louisville, Clemson, and Clemson.
James Scott?
No. It's not James Scott, buddy. You're going to make me look it up.
I'm trying. Figure out who this guy is with great hair and a mask.
He's got the dude with the mask. They're two different people. Like you have the big dude down low. It's Chucky Hepburn. Chucky Hepburn. Like they got the all-time cool roster, Louisville. And there's a guy who watched Tigers play Louisville in the Metro Conference. Never been a Louisville fan until Rick Pitino and the brothel situation.
The Hannibal Lecter man.
Yeah, dude, it's badass, isn't it? And then Chucky, did you see his hair? Bruh, he don't even need Shine and Jam. Because his hair is never nappy. But if it was, Shine and Jam would make him happy. People were like, what the hell is John talking about? You should listen to me at Hot.
Yeah, they know.
Listen to me at Hot 107 in the afternoon with my man, DJ Superman. I like Louisville.
He ain't got no Trevor Lawrence hair, but he all right.
Dude, see him play. He's got a pimp person out of the way. He handles the ball, and the thing flies everywhere. It's hilarious. Now, I like Louisville. Who you liking, D? I'm going with the Cardinals. If a Blue Jay fought
I got
Cardinal,
Creighton in that one.
You got Creighton? And can you give me a little reasoning?
I got a big game Creighton. I like them. They got Mike Miller's kid on the team. I just like Creighton.
Their coaches would win in a fight. That's for damn sure.
Plus, they've beaten Kansas. Any team that beats Kansas, you're my type of team.
I mean, come on, dude. It's Hunter Dickinson. It's
hey, he's an All-American.
Dude, man. I know it. I thought,
you see what I'm saying?
I said it, and I said it to myself. Wrong.
I was like, he's an All-American? Like,
nah, dog. Like, look at Vlad. He's doing fine over there in Michigan. They don't even miss you, dude. What'd you do last time you were there? But the point is, man, Creighton. So, are you a believer that the Big East is legit?
Obviously not more than the SEC, but I just got faith. I don't have faith in Louisville in that first round matchup. That's all.
I think St. John's is a baller.
Johnnies are the ballers.
I think Rick Pitino, what he's done is amazing. Again, this is a team that's won, the Red Storm have won 9 straight games. They are killing it. Creighton, I don't know what it is. They have been playing meh.
But they tend to show up in big games, and Louisville is not the ultra beast. So I think they'll get them.
Man, see, I'm trusting Louisville. Chucky gonna take care of me. I ain't even worried about it. Let's go Cardinals. You are wrong, Darian. Now we have to get simple. Michigan, UC San Diego. That's the 5-12. Do you think that's one of the upsets? Because I like Michigan. Dusty May.
No, Michigan
There's something
State
about a little
advances.
Dusty. No, this is Michigan, UC San Diego. I think Michigan rolls. I watch UC San Diego.
Oh yeah, I got Michigan on that one.
The Texas A&M Yale game. A lot of people are kind of saying that this could be a damn war, a little Yale and A&M, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't know, man.
Fighting buzzes, baby.
I'm going, even though I'm not a Buzz fan, I'm going with them, and of course I'm going with. Damn it, dude!
Not the smart guys. You can't pick Yale over the Fighting Buzzes.
No, you can't. But I hate picking A&M because they don't have girl cheerleaders, and it's one of those things that I stand firm with. Like I don't have a million things that I hold true and near and dear. I'm kind of wishy-washy, but I will tell you one thing. If you got male cheerleaders, you got real issues. That's where I stand with A&M. I don't need no spirit squad with a couple little fruity guys and some little white tight pants and dress-up shirts yelling crazy stuff. It's ridiculous. Again, men trying to take it away from the women again. Do you think they're tees? Is that what it is? I'm just kidding. I know it's history. Yale squad. Now, Ole Miss in North Carolina. Did you see North Carolina last night? Damn.
Yes, I did.
How are you feeling about the Rebels in the North Carolina game?
I got a Tar Heel getting past the Rebel.
You are so rude.
I know.
So you think it's going to... I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm
100% banking on RJ turning back into an All-American. That's it.
Ole Miss right now is
from a coaching standpoint. I like Beard though.
Do you realize that the Memphis Ole Miss 2-step, where we're going to be at the owner's box doing our show 11 to 1, and then watching those games following my show right after my show, The Tigers are a dog, and the Rebels are a dog. Both higher seeds, both dogs.
And the Hogs, too.
The Hogs are favored, I thought.
Over Bill Self, I thought they were doggies.
Oh, no. You're right. Cal's boys are playing.
Can I say it over there?
By the
John,
way,
you're wrong? What?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm
it
wrong.
felt good.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine?
I'm
Okay.
wrong all the time. Dude, that right there, though, by the way, if you look at that West, you got Rick Pitino,
Uh-huh.
Bill Self, and Cal. And could you imagine if we actually got all the way to the Elite Eight and Arkansas won? You could have a Cal-Memphis situation.
Might have that brewing.
I don't think it's happening, but there's a possibility. That Florida team scares the hell out of me, though. Now, back to it, but what I'm doing, because I got to get through this with a quickness. Now, I don't like Iowa State. Do you think Lipscomb can drop them?
Nope. Got Iowa
I'm going
State.
with Ole Miss, by the way, if you didn't know. This jerk took UNC.
Yep.
You got Lipscomb?
Oh, no, no Lipscomb, no.
Okay, I got Iowa State getting round past this one, but not the next round, obviously, because they're going to play Ole Miss. Marquette or New Mexico?
Cam. Little Marquette action, baby. Cam Jones.
Man, let's go New Mexico.
Cam's from Memphis, dog.
I know he's from Memphis, and I like Shaka, but again, they don't make adjustments. New Mexico does. I'm just saying this is one of those things. Well, Marquette, and again, it's another thing about that Big East that I just don't believe in that much this year. I mean, come on, man. Dan Hurley won it 2 years in a row, and UConn was great and everything, but man, I'm sorry. No. This year, I believe they're a little bit down outside of the Johnnies. Michigan State will roll Bryant. I don't even have to worry about that bad boy.
Correct.
Now, we got to go over here, and I got to bring up the best one of all. We got to go to the Midwest. Houston, they're going to roll. Don't even think about it. Zags or Georgia?
I got the Zags.
Mark Few, Mike White. You got the Zags, you got Graham Ike. Georgia.
This is where it starts to get dicey.
I'm going to UGA. It's stupid to bet against Mark Few this early. It's just something, I don't know, man. I don't know. That 9, by the way, 9 has won 70% of the games since 2018 over the 8.
Picking against the Zags are like picking against the Tigers. They are built for this.
Now, my favorite game to talk about is the Clemson and McNeese game. And
Good. I hope you got McNeese beating Clemson, because I do, buddy. It's my 12-5.
I got McNeese for so many reasons.
Come on, look at you. Getting with me.
One, do you know Dylan Hunter's out for Clemson? Dylan Hunter is out. He's their glue, dude. He plays the point guard, the shooting guard. They put him on the best defender. He is a very important piece of Brad Brunell's offense. And defense. It's just the way that they run their sets. That's a clean team in Clemson. Without him, I think that's going to hurt a little bit. But the other thing is not only do I not like that, not only do I just not believe in Clemson right now. They had that nice run last year. You remember that little Gucci run? This year, first round and down. Like Kenny Powers, eastbound and down. And McNeese is going to do it for multiple reasons. Please tell me you've heard about the whole wild story around McNeese.
No, sir.
So you don't know about Aura?
Nope. I went to the metrics, and I chose McNeese over Clemson based on the metrics.
Man, Amir Khan is the very first student manager to sign multiple NIL deals. Did you not? You don't know who this guy is? I am disappointed. I am taking away your pimp card. It's gone. Give that thing back, son.
As long as you don't take away the medical card, we're good.
Bro, this dude for the last month has been pimping like you would not believe. Listen to the deals he picked up, by the way. You know about, do you know about Tick Pick?
Say, hey now.
Tick Pick. I love their commercials.
The commercial, I know, that's why I did it. They make you slow down. They're like, hey, what'd you say?
Whoa. Hold up. Yeah, they make you slow down just a little bit.
Make you slow down.
But this dude, this guy right here has not only Tick Pick, he has Buffalo Wild Wings. You know these are like global brands, bro. He has also Insomnia Cookies. Buffalo Wild Wings, Insomnia Cookies, Tick Pick. This kid's going dancing for a while. You don't give this guy an NIL deal if you don't want to see his rapping boombox and McNeese State walk out, because the reason he got famous, this manager, He wears the biggest boombox around his neck, a bunch of gold chains. He's a little bitty dude, and he comes out rapping hard. I went through all the videos. There's not one song I can play for longer than 10 seconds without having to bleep something out. This is a sign, people. When the universe is screaming at you, throw your bucks down, because the universe is never wrong. McNeese State, Buffalo Wild Wings, Tick Pick, Insomnia Cookies, they getting their bread. And McNeese State, they're dropping Clemson. No Dylan Hunter, gonna be a problem. Gonna be a problem. That's one of my favorite damn upsets in the game. And again, I liked it before. Well, no, because I've known about my man Aura for a while. You got to see him, dude. If you love the 80s and 90s and remember the little Yo MTV raps and big boom boxes and rapping hard like that, this is hilarious. And imagine it from a little bitty... Hey, he's kind of a little goofy looking dude, but he's hilarious. I love him. Check him out. And that's why McNeese State's going to win. I got to take a time out. Me and Darren are going to find more time. Trust me. We're going to get into a little bit more bracket picking, some of the teams, the upsets that we like as well. I got to switch gears, do a little wrestling with my man Dustin Starr. Also got some really good Wood stories today. I hope I can get to. If I can't, I'm just going to have to bring them back out because I don't know if you know this, that there's a Snow White movie that dropped. Did you hear about this? Do you know about the Snow White movie, Darian?
The scary Snow White movie?
No, it's a brand new one that came out that nobody's watching because the little people are pissed. They did not. You know how I'm all for little people. The Special Olympics left out little people. I'm starting the LPL, the Little People League. Little People Polo, little jousting, all this good stuff. But not only did the Special Olympics leave out all my little people, like, you know, Lil J somewhere right now rolling his little B joints, crying to himself with his little B tears. Because, again, they got left out. He called me yesterday and said, John, bro, I was so glad my parents told me the misery when they were growing up. Like, they didn't get cast in Willy Wonka. They weren't a Oompa Loompa. And they cried because, like, you see a little guy and you're like, yo, bro, you were in that Willy Wonka movie, weren't you? And they're like, and you have to say no. You know how bad that is? That hurts. That cuts deep. And Lil J was like, bro, we couldn't get into Snow White. Do you want to know why they couldn't get a role in Snow White, little people? The little people, instead of using real little people and employing real little people, because I'm fighting for y'all, they use CGI. They use fake little people. I think that's about the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard. When we open up Littleton and I find a little Trump to make a little village in a little B town, and we televise everything like it's the Truman Show.
The reference
Because, you know, man, let me just tell you something. Little people just make you smile, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Like watching Lil J try to get up my steps always makes me laugh.
Should let them ride Bentley. Dude,
giving him my little roaches and watching him act like they're a big old blunt's hilarious with his little fingers. It just kills me. Giving him a 12-ounce beer is one thing to see it in his little bitty hand. Watch, dude, when I give him a 16-ounce beer, it's almost ungodly.
That's the two-handed, right?
And back in the day, do you remember the Fosters, the oil tankers? Do you remember those?
Yep.
I was so rude. I used to buy them and bring them home to Jay, and you know Jay can't carry.
You called it the oil tanker.
Yeah, they dude, it looked like oil because you know his two little hands can't pick it up off the ground and lift it to his mouth and drink, so he'd have to go get a straw to drink beer, and I'd have to laugh at him.
You are very worldly. You are down with the Fosters.
But yeah, man, nobody go watch Snow White because they did not hire little people to be in Snow White. They are CGI, and that is just heartbreaking. Hey, just so you know, I stand with you all. Because you know what? Little people, when they're little, they need to have dreams and aspirations too, don't they?
You approve this message.
Like, when you're a little person growing up, you want to have big dreams, don't you?
Of course.
Well, Snow White just robbed you. Just robbed you, man. You might not grow much, but you still can have big dreams. Littleton will be a reality. We got Dustin Starr. Hopefully he'll hire little people. Can we get little people wrestling down in Memphis wrestling? Who knows? We'll ask him. Don't touch that out. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
You know, sometimes I wish I had a gun.
Well, I'm armed, but before I bought one, I still went to Top Gun Academy to learn to protect myself without a gun.
How is that possible?
Top Gun's personal protection training. It's perfect if you want to protect yourself without firearms.
I don't know.
And it's perfect if you feel the need to carry a gun for self-defense, because the last thing you really want to do is shoot.
That is scary.
Not at Top Gun. It's very comfortable, and you learn to load, handle, and shoot a handgun safely. Protect yourself. Go to Top Gun Academy. They're at 2770 Winton Road.
Napa Cafe celebrates 26 years in 2024. Hi, I'm Glenda Hastings, owner of Napa Cafe, and I want to thank you for making us part of your dining experiences. Treat yourself tonight with a delightful dinner. Maybe start with an appetizer like our baked sweet peculiar peppers stuffed with goat cheese and mozzarella, finished with basil pistou, and move on to one of our cozy dishes like the double chocolate stout braised boneless beef short ribs with tonkatsu sauce and creamy mashed potatoes, or a fresh seafood dish like our pan-roasted ginger-buttered sea bass with cilantro soy vinaigrette. I get hungry just talking about it. Don't forget about dessert, our famous sweet buttermilk pie with brown sugar sauce, or drink your dessert with one of our signature dessert cocktails, like the lemon cheesecake martini, lemony, icy, frothy, and dusted with graham cracker crumbs. Napa Cafe, open Wednesday through Saturday for dinner starting at 5 o'clock. For reservations, visit our website at napacafe.com. Come join us as we celebrate 26 years of Napa Cafe. We can't wait to serve you.
When you're hungry for good meat, trust the family that has been feeding you this since 1967. Charlie Hogan, Triangle Meat Company. Trust Triangle Meat for fresh beef, hamburger, and roast. Trust Triangle Meat for delicious pork ribs, chops, and buns. And trust Triangle Meat for tender chicken, no run. Feeding lots of pork, Triangle Meat Company has all the meat you need. Shop Triangle Meat Company, 8 to 5, Monday through Saturday, 4790 Summer Avenue, 901 683 1192. Fresh or frozen, big or small, trust Triangle Meat Company.
Randy, I've got 2025 Jetta SE at $269 a month.
Brand new 2025 Jetta SE, $269 a month. What else you got?
How about a new 2023 Taos SE, only $26,998.
Under $27,000 for a brand new Taos SE. That's awesome.
Plus all 2024 Volkswagen Atlas SELT edition and all 2024 Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport SELR lines, $5,000 off.
Well, I'm coming to see you at Gossip Volkswagen Germantown, 7420 Winchester Road. Online, gossipvwg.com. Ask for Marty McMahon.
And remember, the future is what you make of it.
If you need glass replaced, there's only one name you need to know. Benslinger Glass, the largest full-service glass company in the U.S. They've been an industry leader for over 145 years. For all your residential, commercial, or auto glass needs, Benslinger Glass is the name you need to know. 24-hour emergency service for all commercial customers, plus a nationwide warranty on all professionally installed glass. Visit Benslinger Glass in Midtown at 340 South Hollywood, across from the Liberty Bowl. Visit BenslingerGlass.com. Benslinger Glass.
All the wisdom of the universe is in these bodies.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 happy hour on a beautiful hump day. You know, it's not the most beautiful day when it comes to like aesthetic appeal outside. You notice?
Oh, I disagree.
Any day above. Thank you, Landon. Any day above ground is
You
beautiful.
know,
John.
okay, like Monday and Tuesday were just beautiful, man. Come on now.
Today is my favorite weather.
Man, it's a little dreary.
Warm breeze,
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs?
Oh, great movie. But
Come on.
Is that a movie?
Oh, dude, it's fantastic.
Cloudy with a chance of
I told you, John, I'm right in the middle. I talk you, but I also talk Landon. So, all right.
He speaks our language.
I don't know the very younger ones. Is this a more recent movie?
No.
10-ish years ago? 15
Yeah.
probably?
Something like
Cloudy
that.
with a chance of meatballs, John.
You know when when men and women have children, there is usually about an 18-year block where they know nothing other than, at least for me, it was Barney and the Wiggles, and then it turned into high school drama, and like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know nothing.
You were a Teletubby dad. Stop.
Yeah, I did. I did not.
I remember watching that as a kid.
Those are tough. But you know what I'm fired up about? Dustin Starr has to watch that stuff all the time.
Yeah,
Every time
he's
I
a girl
talk to
dad.
Dustin, I feel so much better going home and being my empty nesting self. But he does have a beautiful family, and he's got a lot going on. Grizzlies, Redbirds, and Memphis Wrestling. What's up, Dustin Starr? What you been watching lately? Teletubbies, Tinky Winky? What's up? What are you watching with the kids?
Well, Miss Rachel is always a popular one in the house.
Yeah.
And then, Sweet Rowan, she likes to watch Dancing Fruit. And she just loves it. It's just fruit dancing, and there's these kid songs. But all this baby stuff, right? So I have a 4-year-old, I have a 5-month-old. So we've been doing baby stuff for a long time. I've got this idea to where we can teach kids on YouTube how to count, how to be sportsmanlike, just a whole plethora of different things through professional wrestling. Like a kid's wrestling that teaches stuff. Not
And you know what? I
moves
just
and
got
not
a great idea.
physicality, but, teaches them things just like they learn at school, but through professional wrestling or Memphis wrestling. I just been thinking about it. I just need a tag team partner to help me develop and shoot it. Oh, I think it'd be so good. But it's from watching all these kid shows.
I got a great idea, Dustin. I'm going to take this thing to
All right.
another level.
Do it.
So I don't know if you know about the Little People community. Are you down with them?
I absolutely am down with it.
So like my buddy Lil J, whose real name's Carlos. We just call him Lil J because he's got little fingers and he rolls up little bitty joints. He's very upset because the Snow White show did not have any small people in it. They did
I
CGI
heard
instead of
this.
hire real people, and he's just furious because he said that his parents had to go through like one of the toughest times of their life. Everybody was like, "Oh, were you in Willy Wonka's? Like, were you in Oompa Loompa?" And they weren't. And like their heart has been devastated
Well, first of
ever
all,
since.
who asked that? Who asked that?
You
What
know-
person walks up to somebody that's short and says, "Were you in Willy Wonka?"
Well, that's
Were
the
you in
first thing I
Oompa-
said when I went home with
Who
Little
the
J
hell does
to
that?
his parents. I
It's the
said, I
perfect
think I
height just to hit 'em
recognize
right-
you.
Bam! Just hit them a good one right there. You're the perfect height. Just take care of that right then and there. That's rude. You can't say that to somebody.
Again, I was young. I was not the best. But my
Oh,
point
you
is, my point
You
is,
should
though,
see in the wrestling business how all that goes down, especially like in the locker rooms back in the day. Oh my gosh!
well, this is
Disrespect.
This is why we also got to get backstage wrestling views, to get back a little bit of drama. But here's the thing that goes with your the wrestling and the little people that I'm talking about. What if you did? I mean, because little people make people smile, and little kids love little people. They do. What if you had little wrestling and it was teaching little life lessons? Little people wrestling, little life lessons.
It's a lot of L's.
Yeah,
Closest
dog.
I can get right now is our kids camp. So it's coming back this summer. We have a kids camp, and they're just little people because they haven't grown up yet. That's the closest I get. Oh, wait.
No, but little
Crossroads
people can be
Arena.
20 and they're still little, but you can talk to them because their brain's fully developed and you can actually have them like do what they're supposed to do. Whereas you get little kids, you saw then the baby race, man. Only usually one wins, and it's usually not even close because the other babies don't even know what they're doing.
Check it out, Crossroads Arena. I think it's in June or July. I don't have it in front of me, but my buddy runs Crossroads Arena. They have mini kiss and mini wrestling taking place in the same night. So Google that. Go to Crossroads Arena. I think that's in Corinth, which is not very far. You can see mini kiss and also micro wrestling like at the same time. I can't make this up. It's so cool. I told my buddy, I was like, I want in. I'll take off that day just to go and watch this show. So it's like a band that dresses up as Kiss, but they're all little people, and they put on a concert, and they have a ring, apparently, and then they do wrestling matches, too. It's like the coolest thing ever.
Damn. I love it.
Sounds like your show.
Hey, look.
I don't know if you know I
actually-
need tickets to this. I mean, or just tell me how to
Yeah,
get them
no
when this
doubt.
happens and give me the thing, because this is where I'm also going to recruit a lot of people for Littleton.
Me and you could go up together. We'll bring Maria. Like, I think that would be hilarious. But I've actually reached out to a couple of the little television shows that have micro wrestling, and just seeing if they would come to the Wrestle Center. You know, because the Memphis Wrestle Center is for all wrestling. Why couldn't we take down our big ring and let them put up their small ring, pack that place out, and have some micro wrestling, baby?
Bro, I got the perfect manager for you, too, because my buddy Lil J is the most outlandish pimp on planet Earth. Again, his real name is Carlos, but you call him Lil J. Like, when you see him roll up a little jump with his little bitty fingers, it's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Tell Lil J to come visit me at the Wrestle Center. I want to meet him.
All right, so hey, by the way, not only should Lil J come see you, but if anybody's interested in actually getting into wrestling, how do they do that?
Heck yeah, man. WrestleCenter901.com. I think in the last 3 weeks or so, we have probably 4 or 5 new trainees, so it's the perfect time. You know, it's always good working out with people that are more experienced. We've got, you know, several that are experienced, been there for years. But then also we've got several that are brand new, so they can learn together. So right now it's perfect. WrestleCenter901.com. We actually have training tonight, matter of fact.
Man, speaking of wrestling, you know, do you train there?
Oh, yeah.
Landon's one of your wrestlers, isn't he?
Pupils.
Yeah, he was repping. He's learning.
Oh my God, you're Daniel's son, and he's Mr. Miyagi.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
I love it, dog.
It's the unofficial name of it right now.
I love this. Man, come on, Daniel's son's out there. Join Mr. Miyagi out there at the Wrestle Center. Now, Landon's son. Dustin.
I like that.
All y'all got to let me know what is going on in the wrestling world right now.
Well, which wrestling world?
Memphis wrestling, man.
Memphis wrestling.
Oh.
Dustin, I know you got a huge announcement to make for March 30th.
Yeah, so former NXT Women's Champion and former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, Indy Hartwell, is coming to Memphis Wrestling. And the significance of this, not only was she a champion on the WWE level, but she literally just left there. So one of her first appearances, you know, on the independent scene will be in Memphis. And I urge you that if you haven't done so, HOG, House of Glory Wrestling, just had Mercedes Monet versus Indy Hartwell, and it was awesome. So I can't wait for it to come here. There'll be a meet and greet from 12:30 to 1:30, and then also Indy Hartwell will be in action. And we've also added 2 WWE ID official matches. One is Shawn Legacy versus Jack Hartwell, which I promise will be the most exciting match that we've had at the Wrestle Center. If not top 5, I mean, it'll be real close because those 2 guys are really good. And then also Aaron Roberts, who is our homegrown WWE ID prospect, he's going to go head up against Jackson Drake, who's also under contract. And these guys are all working towards Las Vegas coming up at WrestleMania weekend because the WWE ID Championship tournament starts. And so hopefully those tournament matches, we'll have some of them in Memphis. But it all starts WrestleMania weekend, where they're going to start figuring out, you know, this tournament and who's going to be the first champions for WWE ID. So get the tickets, MemphisWrestling.tv. You go to the ticket site right now. You better get the tickets because you guys will be hitting me up next week saying, hey, the seats are gone. How do I get one? And I can't add more seats because I don't have any more space in the Wrestle Center. It is cramped-packed, guys.
Lord, that life is going really good in 2025 for the Stars.
Yeah, that's huge.
Man, it's a lot of work. Maria's back. She's having a blast. I think the fans like to see her back at the Wrestle Center. Of course, if you listen to the commentary for the Nick Nemeth match, he was really fired up about seeing him wrestling live. So, yeah, it's just been a lot of fun. We got Showboats coming up. We got Arkansas Travelers coming up.
Oh, by the way,
Redbirds
hold on. Did you
year.
just mention the Showboats?
Oh, yeah.
April 12th, and you're going to be out there, aren't
yes,
you?
Sir.
Dude, I'm fired up.
Me too. We almost made it happen last year. I think there was a big tailgate party or something we were going to do. But, man, we're ironing out all the details. It's a 1:30 kickoff, so that means we'll be wrestling out there early. I know there'll be a huge match at halftime. And I think Memphis Wrestling will be making a couple of other appearances leading up, you know, just to help build up what we're doing on April the 12th. But go to the Showboats website and grab those tickets. It's April 12th. It's going to be a lot of fun.
I will be out there partying with you. Today, actually, I got Showboat J.J. Wilson joining me at 12 o'clock.
Oh, Yeah, get the scoop.
Dude, he's got the
I
most
think-
buck wild story I've ever heard. It's like I don't even. At 12 o'clock. If you got a free moment, man, check it out because this dude's about to tell you some
I will.
wild stories.
I would love to put the ring in the end zone because it's 16 by 16. There might
Oh,
be
yeah.
space, but I don't think they're going to allow it. So we're trying to figure out exactly where the ring's going to go that's going to be the most convenient for the fans that are inside the building. So it should be a lot of fun. It's, gosh, coming off Grizzlies wrestling night and then being able to do the Showboats, Travelers, Redbirds, Mid-South Fairs coming up in September. I'm actually leaving Tupelo, Mississippi right now. I was out here for a swim-a-thon for Ansley, who is a friend of ours that passed away of cancer last year, and we had been raising funds via St. Jude for her and for other kids that needed that are fighting the fight. So we did a swim-a-thon this morning, headed back up. We've got a couple of shows coming up in August in New Albany and Tupelo. So, just we're getting out there, brother. Spreading our wings, brother.
Yeah, bro, you have been staying busy. Awesome news going on for Memphis Wrestling, but like I like to do, changing gears just a little bit. Got the big news with WWE going on right now. We got our first appearance of seeing John Cena after he's officially turned heel, even though he announced that he's not a heel, that he's just a human being. What do you make of John Cena choosing not to change his music, his look, nothing, because he claims that the fans get exactly what they've earned, which is nothing?
This is a good promo.
That is
Johnny
really,
Radio.
actually, I gotta say it. Like that was, I like it. Like to be honest with you, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, but I kind of dig it.
Just a
And
quick synopsis.
You got to go watch it because you're a dad. You know what's up. John Cena talked to the people like they were his kids. He even called a kid toxic, and then it put a close-up on one kid that was sitting ringside. Ruining that guy's life forever.
He pointed at a kid decked out in John Cena gear and says, that kid right there is a toxic relationship.
They put the camera on him. He's all
That is
over the internet.
I love this.
He's viral. It's crazy. But Cena literally talked to these people like they were his kids. He did it in such an articulate way. And Johnny, you know what I'm talking about, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to get down to their level and say, listen to me. Don't you ever do that again, and here's why. You get in that dad voice. Hey! What are you
I'm good
doing
at
over
that.
there? Do that dad voice. John Cena went into dad mode, and it was one of the greatest things ever. You can't see me. That's not funny. Why do you guys have been telling that joke for 23 years? Nobody thinks it's funny. You guys have been mistreating me all this time, and now, he's just like going off on him. It was so good. I do think we'll get to see a little bit of a different side of Cena, just because if you hear him in his interviews prior to turning heel, like they had a plan for him to do this before. So I do think on the build to WrestleMania or at WrestleMania, that's when we'll see something different from Cena. And you got to remember, The Rock is involved in this too, and he wasn't a part of that promo either. But I'm going to say this. Cody Rhodes, that was the hit. He came out and he went toe-to-toe with John Cena on the microphone. He looked like $1 million. He looked like the face
Is
of the
Cody
company.
Rhodes still wrestling? Is he the dude with the lisp, the big dude? Hell, man.
Yeah, he's the top guy in the whole wrestling world right now.
Are you thinking Dusty Rhodes?
Yeah, that's his.
Dusty Rhodes?
Oh, Dusty Rhodes.
Oh, Dusty Rhodes. The American Dream, Dusty
I'm the
Rhodes.
American Dream.
No, he's dead.
Oh, man, R.I.P., homie.
Yeah, he passed away. I was actually
This
named
is his
after
son.
Dusty Rhodes, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, man.
That
So,
is-
but look, when you're in the ring with John Cena, there's not a lot of guys that can go toe to toe with Cena on the microphone. There's not a lot of guys that don't look smaller when they're in the ring with Cena, because Cena is the man. He's the GOAT. He is literally, like even in his promo, he kept winning and winning and winning and winning and winning. This dude has won so much over the years. Like, that's why people started to turn on him, and he never turned heel. But for Cody Rhodes to be standing across from John Cena and look like he belonged there, man, I loved it.
Yeah.
I really loved it. It put Cody on a whole nother level for me, because seeing him in there with Cena, and it did not minimize his presence at all. I can't wait to see what comes up at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and I think too, because clearly from the promos that we've been seeing on WWE with Raw on Netflix and stuff like that, that they're being way more lenient about the curse words, if you will. And I think that's like helping Cody's game on the mic a whole lot. Because if you followed him in the indie scene, that's kind of like what he did. That's kind of what the people in the indie scene would do, is kind of take that route. So I think having that freedom, too, is also helping Cody a lot, fit in the ring, go toe-to-toe with John Cena. But I agree. I'm definitely seeing Cody Rhodes in a different light now. He actually feels like he's filling the shoes of being that guy right now.
Yeah, totally. And it's going to be a big match at WrestleMania. The Rock will be there. Something's going to happen. Will John Cena win the 17th record-breaking world championship and have Cody chase him? Or, we've seen Cody get heartbroken at WrestleMania. When we knew he was going to win, he lost. So could John Cena lose this match and then go on to Money in the Bank and win it and do something? So, it's still up in the air. A lot of times in professional wrestling, unfortunately, you can kind of guess what's going to happen or predict or whatever, and this is one that they've got us guessing. Like, it was not on my bingo card for John Cena to turn heel. I thought Cody would turn heel. But I love what they did because I did not see it coming.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming either, but I'm really, really enjoying the direction it goes. And I might have mentioned this last week. I'm not entirely sure. But one of the other reasons I love this heel turn so much is because we know John Cena at some point is going to win the 17th title. I feel like that has to be done in his farewell tour. It has to be. And so how do you make that one that much more memorable is, well, you remember John Cena was a bad guy when he won that title. Like every other one, sure, he could have been, quote unquote, made out to be the heel. Like when he came back after Rey Mysterio won his first one, and he, just had that last match of the night and won it back from him and whatnot. And everybody was like, "Well, that's very Hulk Hogan of you." But going to now, being a heel, being a bad guy, like that's memorable. Like people are going to remember this one for multiple reasons. So I'm all in with John Cena in this heel run, and I'm excited to see how he continues to carry this character going forward. And I agree with you. I'm kind of thinking,
how do they flip it back though? You got less than a year. Cena's done after this year, and he can't retire as a bad guy.
No,
so how do they flip it back? Do they do it in December with that special John Cena pay-per-view that they have coming on? So should be cool. And imagine the matchups that we could get. I think Backlash is in St. Louis. Randy Orton is from St. Louis. If John Cena wins the title at Mania, will he wrestle Randy Orton for the final time in Randy Orton's hometown? Like, some of this stuff just writes itself. And we'll see if WWE goes with it.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't foresee, like a United States Open Challenge with the, Universal title. But anything can happen. But especially with this heel John Cena, I don't think anything like that will happen. But the possibilities are endless now, especially with him holding the gold and going forward and inviting challengers. I don't think he's going to use that as a platform like he used to, but it should be interesting. Like, you're going to get those dream matchups that you would talk about are now very, very real realities in front of us.
We're going to get on it.
All right, boys. Speaking of getting on it, man, I got to get out of here, pay a couple bills, Dustin, because it's time for me to talk a little Memphis Showboats. Everybody go to the UFL.com. Make sure you get your tickets. March 30th is when it opens, but Dustin Starr is going to be out there with me on April 16th and the wrestlers, correct?
Yes, we're still finalizing, but it looks like that we might have somebody appear on March 30th at the game.
Oh, April 12th. I'm sorry, I said 16th. It's going to be April 12th.
And then April 12th, it'll be the big wrestling day, so it'll be decked out. It'll be real fun. But then follow along on Memphis Wrestling every week, and then follow us on social media. We'll be dropping more and more as we get the information. But yeah, April the 12th, Wrestling Day, Showboats, baby. Oh, yeah.
Man, Dustin, be blessed, homie.
All right, thank you, guys. Holla, Landon.
See you, Dustin.
That are my two homies, Landon and Dustin Starr. I'm taking a time out because I got J.J. Wilson on the other side. This is ridiculous, man. This dude, by the way, speaking of wrestling, he looks like a wrestler. He would be a great wrestler. But he is a Memphis Showboat, and does he have a story? You're going to get to hear about, like, if you man, hard times.
Honor.
There is
no honor among thieves in the first place. He put hard times on Dusty Rhodes and his family.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And you know what, man? When I see an old person now, you know what I think to myself? I don't think, damn, they old. I think, man, that's one tough SOB. Because everybody that makes it has
Hard
been
times.
through all kinds of hell. Man, the thing is, life don't get easier, kids. You just get tougher if you're going to make it. We got one tough SOB on the other side. J.J. Wilson for the Memphis Showboats. He's next. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Ozark Sports. Fun, exciting, friendly, comfortable, all TVs, 24 tabs for all families. Happy hour 3 music, video, upscale, you'll see daily specials, online ordering, and you found all your sports in one right place. Yours Box, Sports Bar, Edwards Town Square, Highway 7, check Facebook, weekend music at the Ozarks.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Roofing. I have been told that my ads are all business and I should share some of my personality. Okay, I love tongue twisters, like the one about the terrific tasting toast by Taste Tester Toaster, or Big Black Bugs, Bleed Blue Blood, and of course Sally and her seashells. Or of course the ever-present I'm a mother pheasant plucker, I pluck mother pheasants. Okay, enough of that. If you want an honest, fair, reasonable roofing, siding, or gutter estimate, call Five-Ash Roofing at 367-0050. That's exactly what you'll get. No empty promises, no high-pressure sales tactics, and no fast-talking salesman trying to convince you that today and only today is the best day for you to get a new roof. For the record, the best day to get a new roof is when you're ready for one. Five-Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five-Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you. The first ever preseason pool spa and patio event is going on now at Family Leisure. First time ever. Unbelievable savings. You want a pool? They're starting at just $19.99. How about a spa? They're starting at just $29.99. Patio furniture sets are starting at $7.99. Cold plunges and swim spas are just, well, I can't even say those prices. But I will say, they're priced to move. There are so many deals going on right now during the first ever preseason pool spa and patio event. You've got to come in and see the savings for yourself. But wait, there's more. You can register to win either a free pool, a spa, or a patio set. Yes, a free pool, spa, or patio set. Just stop by Family Leisure to sign up. This is a first time ever preseason pool, spa, patio event. It's going on right now at Family Leisure. Family Leisure, Wheaton Road at I-40. Family and fun come together. If wedding bells are in your future, you need an unforgettable engagement ring from a jeweler you can trust. And that's been James Gaddis Jewelers for over 60 years. With a huge selection and the best prices, James Gaddis is a master jeweler and diamondologist. Beautiful jewelry from James Gaddis is always the right choice. Choose from rings to earrings, necklaces to bracelets, and gemstones to watches. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers, 4900 Poplar, online at GaddisJewelers.com and Instagram at Gaddis Jewelers. Say I do at James Gaddis Jewelers.
Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, Automatic Gates Construction tailors custom gate solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs, including repairs, maintenance, and installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in designing and installing automatic gates and fencing that seamlessly blends security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution. Automatic Gates Construction at myautomaticgates.com.
Air. We breathe it naturally. Simple, right? Not so fast. The air you breathe could be hazardous to your health. Don't guess. Be sure with a phone call to the Memphis Mold Inspector, the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South. Call the Memphis Mold Inspector to check the air quality inside your home and office. Protect babies, pets, new homes, old homes, employees, friends, loved ones, and you. Just call 901-292-7788 for clean air and peace of mind. 901-292-7788 for the Memphis Mold Inspector.
Hey, everybody. everybody. Call it spring fever. Call it March bracket time. Yeah, all of that. Everybody is looking for something new to drive. All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch is loaded up for truck month, and every Silverado you want is here with financing down to 2.9, up to $3,000 cash for you. Hey, if you want a new 2500 HD Silverado, All-Star has them with no payment for 90 days, and your good credit deserves it. If your budget is in the 20s or 30s, gotta love all these affordable new All-Star Chevys, new Blazers, Equinox, new Colorado trucks. And if you're law enforcement, first responder, healthcare, military, education, recent grad, you get an extra $500 bonus. Plus, every certified Chevy and all the pre-owns you want are here in one place. Toyotas, Nissans, Hondas, Jeeps, Sierras, Ram trucks, Ford trucks, tons of Silverados. And if you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive what we really want to drive. All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch, or go to allstarautogroup.com.
Whether you need to do work on 1 acre or keep up 1,000 acres, Calv Equipment has the equipment for you. For large landowners, Calv Equipment has Coyote tractors and all the implements to get your job done. For commercial cutters and you large homeowners that want the best commercial, zero-turn, stand-on, or walk-behind mowers, Calv has Exmark and Toro commercial mowers along with Red Max and Echo commercial blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. If you have land to work, Calv Equipment has the tools for you. Visit Calv Equipment, 4900 Old Summer Road, 1 block north of Summer and Mendenhall.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
Welcome to Fat Larry's in Bartlett. Come in today for award-winning barbecue and so much more. Catfish, steak burgers, chicken, certified prime Angus beef steaks, along with all the sides, homemade rolls, delicious desserts, beer, and service that is out of this world. Fat Larry's cooks everything made to order just for you. Dine in or order online at fatlarrys.com. We're the best barbecue, southern cooking, and friendly atmosphere in town. Family owned and proud of it. Fat Larry's, conveniently located at 7537 Highway 70, just west of Appling.
Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253 DF Memphis, with Dave Willotion, weekday mornings from 10 to 11.
I was one of those saying, when things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a beautiful Wednesday here in the Mid-South. And man, the weather is not the prettiest day, but it's warm and it feels good. And let me just tell you something. Everybody knows about what goes down in Memphis in May. But do you know what's going down in April? On April 16th. That's why instead of April 12th, because I was thinking about the USFL. On April 26th, and I said the 16th, it's the 26th. Boy, my dates are getting messed up. But April 26th, it's Wingfest, man. All the donations benefit the Ronald McDonald House Charities in Memphis. And to date, the World Championship Hot Wing Contest and Festival has donated over $350,000 to Ronald McDonald House. There's music, there's a parade, there's vendors, there's hot wings, there's adult beverage, there's regular beverages, and there's a whole lot of fun. There's a cooking competition, $5,000 in cash prizes and trophies. Plus, they're fighting for the World Wing Cup Series. It's going to be paid next year in 2026 for $25,000. The parade begins at 11 a.m. The gates open up. If you're there, right when they open up, get 3 free wing bucks. Sample some wings, all for a good cause. Listen to some music. They got two stages, bands everywhere, and it's all sponsored by RS Financial Group, Bank 3, ATC Fitness, and Universal Access. We were going to talk with my homie, J.J. Wilson. You know how life is in the fast lane when you're playing football. But let me just tell you something. We'll get him back on because his story is awesome. It is The things he's overcome in his life are inspirational. And he is on your Showboat football team. You're going to get to watch him play like a madman, doing a little tight end here, catching a little of this. Who knows? He's done everything. He's played linebacker, played for Auburn, Arizona State, all the stuff that he's been through.
We're going to try him again.
But let me just tell you about the Showboats. They start their season March 30th right here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. That kick is at 11 a.m. Go to theufl.com, theufl.com. Get your tickets. We're going to have a lot of fun. Plus, Dustin Starr is going to be out there on April 12th. That's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. Spring football. It's in the air, man. I'm a little bit fired up.
Want to get back to your brackets till we talk to them?
Let's talk.
You were in the Midwest, sir, when you left off.
So, back to brackets.
McNeese and Purdue is where we left off.
By the way, back to brackets. And speaking of brackets, I do want to remind you, Friday, where are you going to be, Darren?
I should be at the owner's box, but I'll probably be here with you.
No, I'm going to be at the owner's box.
Oh, you'll be at the owner's box?
Yeah, you're going to be here doing the ones and the twos on the board, brother.
The employee box, not the
owner's box. You know what I'm going to be doing?
What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be eating on some really good food because their food is fire. It's out at Lakeland's Town Square. It's the owner's box bar and grill. They got 24 beers on tap. I'm going to try them all. They got tons of Tito's. You know how I love Tito's. And I'm giving away $50 gift cards every 30 minutes from 11 to 1. You heard that right. Owner's Box this Friday. We're leading you in. We're warming you up. We're getting your whistle wet and your belly full for a little Memphis Tigers at 1 o'clock, a little Ole Miss Rebels at 3 o'clock, plus all the games are going to be on as they got everything. They got wall-to-wall TVs. It's the Owner's Box this Friday. I'll be loose. Come out and check me out. You'll have a lot of fun. Now,
I hope the whistles stay dry. I don't like wet whistles.
No, you want your whistle wet, son.
Not from the refs. I mean, like from the game. I don't want the blowing.
Oh, you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about the real ref, the real zebras. I don't like wet whistles.
I wasn't even.
I mean, they're blowing fouls everywhere.
My whistle was a totally different whistle. We were on different wavelengths, son. Okay.
You're nuts.
It's talking about a different whistle. Now, we've gone through the Midwest. We've already said Houston easy. I like Georgia. He likes Gonzaga. I like Georgia for one reason. Mark Few, they're good. I just feel like Graham Ike is going to be neutralized with the big boys at Georgia. And Nimhart is so hit or miss. So hit or miss. And I'm trying to steal one. McNeese I love because they have Amir Khan, who's the first
I saw that. I'm with that now.
Manager ever to get an NIL deal. He didn't get one. He didn't get two. He got three of them. He got Insomnia Cookies.
You got to see that.
He got Buffalo Wild Wings, and he got Tick Pick. That's right.
You
heard it. Tick Pick. Not what I sent. Tick Pick. Yeah. Did you see those commercials? Remember when the old lady?
The old lady, yes.
I
love that
the
old lady. Like the man said,
I just got a Tick Pick. I was what? This girl is wilding out.
Second best commercial I've seen besides the blimps where you got Chuck in one and Magic in the other, and Magic blocks his ball. Capital One commercial. Like, commercials are good this time of year.
Man.
But yeah, I'm with you. I got McNeese playing against Purdue as well.
Well, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I don't even know what I was talking about because I was actually talking on my phone just now.
I'm with you. Like I said, we're at McNeese and Purdue and
McNeese is going to. And by the way, again, Clemson's lost Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper, I think, is a glue guy. I don't feel like Clemson's going to make a run like they did last year. I like Clemson. They beat Duke. They're the only team in the ACC that did beat Duke. But man, Memphis beat them at their crib. Memphis. And McNeese, because Amir Khan, he's got to earn his dollars as the only student manager. This dude's making a run in the Final Four. Watch out, McNeese State. Watch out this hard rapping Amir Khan. He gets McNeese so pumped up before that game. Did you see them boys?
Yeah, I did.
Them boys, they ready to roll. I'm all up on them. Now, I also like High Point over Purdue.
That's one of my other ones I almost did, but yeah, I'm with you.
I'm doing it. One, I love to get high with the point.
With the point guard?
No, I like to get high and then make a point.
Okay.
On my radio show.
You got
on a daily.
You got Texas or Xavier beating Illinois?
I
got Illinois against Kentucky in the next round.
I can't stand Illinois.
They're playing. They're balling. When they're on fire, they're on fire.
Hey, X-Men or Texas tonight? Who you got? X-Men are favored.
I'm taking Texas. I know X-Men are favorite. They got an NBA player. You got an NBA player on your team, you got a chance.
Better hit some threes and actually hustle tonight.
Plus, they're playing for their coach. Coach loses this round, you know he's gone. So
Yep, that's a good point.
little Will Wade to be in that joint.
Oh, dog. Let's go Texas. Let's go Texas. Now, we also have to speak Kentucky and Troy.
I got Tucky.
You got the Pope. Pope's taking care of
Got
business.
the Pope, yep.
I got Utah State.
I
all
got
over
Utah State, too, over Mick Cronin, baby.
Man, I like Mick, but, dude, his players, like he said, the very,
They don't play hard.
Year, no, it was very, 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 very beginning 2025.
Talking crazy about his team.
When he said, when Michigan came out there and kicked UCLA's ass, he said, they think they're better than they are. They think they're studs, but they ain't any good. I agree with you, Mick. They ain't no good.
You agree with me.
I agree with you, brother.
We easily got Tennessee demolishing Wofford, right?
Man, of course, dog. Tennessee.
All right, so what you got?
Tennessee. Man, Zakai Ziegler.
Over Utah State?
Utah State or Tennessee.
And Tennessee? I got Tennessee.
Now, because I have them in my picks, I want Utah State so bad. Sorry, Bob.
It's a good call, though.
I'm going Utah State because I'm
Okay.
great. Somebody's got to knock somebody out.
All right, I'm going to keep them rolling for you. Illinois, Kentucky.
I got Texas beating Illinois.
Oh, you got Texas beating Illinois. Okay, so Texas, Kentucky.
Man, Kentucky will boat race them boys. McNeese or High Point, definitely. My man Amir Khan is getting his dead gum money. And then Georgia, Houston, Houston and Kelvin Sampson and L.J. Cryer are going to ball out, play defense, and they will absolutely dismantle Mike White's boys or Gonzaga. It doesn't matter. Houston moving on. Now, Houston and McNeese. Do I want Amir Khan to get his damn money? Yep. Do I want him to take those, Buffalo Wild Wings, Tick Pick, and Insomnia Cookies to get their money's worth? Man, if he gets to the Sweet 16, you got your money's worth.
Yeah, if he gets to the 16, you got your money's worth.
And you would be in the 16 playing Houston, and that's where the dream ends. But Amir Khan, your game is so strong, and if Tweaker becomes a bawling song, and if Leangelo, a.k.a. Jello Ball, can be a rapper, if Drake can go from being a wheelchair kid in Degrassi to a hard Canadian rapper, you, son, could become the biggest rapper in India, in the Middle East, in all of Asia.
Drake's from South Memphis, sir.
Dude, Drake's dad lived with me, but he's Canadian. Drake's dad lived at River Tower. Never said he always introduced himself as Drake's dad.
Drake dad.
Yeah, man, it's Drake dad. Now, Houston takes care of the business, but I love you. McNeese, Kentucky, and Utah State. I mean,
if I had that, I would be with Utah State on that one.
I'm just going to do it. Let's go Utah State. That's my sexy pick. Houston rolls. Houston is in the national semis.
I'm with you on that.
I'm done with the East, man. Back to the South to finish up. So Ole Miss, everything I got: Auburn, Louisville, Michigan, A&M, Ole Miss, Iowa State, New Mexico, and Michigan State. Back to Auburn and Louisville. As much as I like Pat Kelsey, Ricky Bobby, as much as I like Chucky Hepburn, the scary Hannibal Lecter mask, I got to say Janiyah Broom, CBM and them boys, that 24-year-old roster, and Bruce Pearl. Auburn gets things done because Auburn's just too damn good. Michigan and A&M.
Fighting buzzes. Michigan are frauds.
Golden
Vlad's for fraud.
Golden is tough.
Dusty Mays
I'm
fraud.
going to give you he's tough, okay?
Fraudulent.
But let me just show you and tell you a little story.
Come on, story time with Johnny Harkin.
So Vladdy Dottie, who likes to party, ain't Vladdy Divac, and he ain't Rocky Balboa's nemesis. Who was that Russian's name that Rocky beat the brakes off of?
Drago?
Drago, thank you. And he ain't Drago. He tries to play hard. He swings a little elbows, but he's a scrawny little, you know what? And again, I ain't down with no commie vodka, right? Nah, man, I'm USA all the way. Tito's vodka, crafted and distilled in Texas. Yeah, 6 times distilled before it's distilled in classic copper pots. It gives it a unique flavor, slightly sweet with a black pepper note. That's what balances everything out. You don't mess with Texas. This Russian is one thing to mess with somebody. But messing with Texas, Buzz is going to just das vidanya. He's going to, man.
Is it still story time?
Dude, he's gonna smoke Vlad. Texas A&M is real dogs. You know what I'm saying? I know they got a terrible situation with their whole cheerleading, and usually I take a stance. But when you have two things that you bleed for, one always has to like trump the other. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more American for America than I am anti Texas A&M not having a cheerleader that's a female. Just by a touch, though. So I think A&M is going to take them big boys, and Buzz is just going to do what he does and throw the ball off the backboard and let them go bang.
You got big
and
boys?
They're going to beat the brakes. They're going to beat Vladdy Dottie down. This ain't the Big Ten, Michigan. SEC. A&M pimp slaps the Wolverines. They realize who they are, and Dusty May after the game goes, "Oh, Jolly Wee Wilkers, Mr. Wilson."
That's exactly what he's going to do.
We gave it our all, but they're just such a good little team, and congratulations to A&M and
Because Big Ten is big,
Go
John.
Blue.
But you know what the SEC is?
Pimps.
They're the biggest.
The largest.
They're the largest.
Yeah. So don't even think about it. A&M. Vlad, you gonna be looking for that one-way trip back to Russia so you can cry to your mama. Cause man, down in Texas is the biggest, the largest. We bringing it. Take your ass back, Dusty May.
Do you need to go back?
I'm still ticked off
Florida Atlantic.
about Florida Atlantic and Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone is.
So
everyone.
A&M, get me a little revenge. Slap Dusty May in the face. Oh,
Please.
Please get by North Carolina so you can play in the second round against the Iowa State team
And-
that lost their little stud. And guess what? Then Ole Miss gets to the Sweet 16.
All right.
And that would be sweet. And then, of course, I got New Mexico beating Marquette. Michigan State rolling Bryant. And then you got 10-7. I'm taking Izzo and his 10.
Thank you.
I'm taking in the second half of basketball games, when you watch Michigan State, every 3 minutes they are bringing in bodies and they are going as hard as they can the whole time. And they wear you the bleep out. Do you realize that they've had 8 players at different points this season be the leading scorer?
It's talent. I love it.
Again, now, they have a little – they do have – and a lot of people were going to sit here and say, well, John, don't you always say if you got 10, you ain't got – like, you know, if you got too many, you can only play 5 is whatever I said. I'm trying to think. I'm like, damn, man, I can't remember what I said.
2 quarterbacks, you don't have one.
Yeah, if you
They're
got 2
tight,
quarterbacks, you don't have one, you know, you can only play 5.
But they got a mean point guard. I love me some Jace. Richardson.
And I will say, they're a damn talented basketball team.
And got better, clearly, right? Because we beat them, and they did not look the same.
No, they did not. But it's not only do they have 10 dudes that they trust at all times. Not only do they have, Jaden Akins and like Jeremiah Fears, but I have a feeling like do you not trust Holloman to get you one also late when you need a little something? He's got like cojones. Again, you play defense, you have to guard 5 guys against Michigan State because it's not going to be just one dude. I know Jaden Akins is somebody, but you've had Jace Richardson. You've had my man Holloman. You've had everybody step up at just different times. I like them. So they roll, by the way, in New Mexico State. How you like me now? NCAA March Madness. Now, to close things out, to get all the way to the semis, Auburn and A&M playing each other again. Sorry. This is where the male cheerleading situation comes back into play. And if you don't have hot chick cheerleaders, I just can't pull for you. Sorry. Auburn, Janiah Broome, Chad Baker Mazzara, them boys, and Bruce Pearl roll A&M. But I got to say thank you, A&M, for knocking out. Thank you for knocking out.
I'm with you, though. I think Auburn to get it.
The Russians.
Good job not being like Shaq. Shaq says Johni does not spell Janai. It's like it's Johnny, And I don't want to hear anything else.
I love Shaq, by the way.
He's wrong. It's Janai, man.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
But I got Auburn in the Elite Eight against Michigan State. Mine is totally different from yours.
Auburn in the Elite Eight against Michigan State.
Is that what you had? You got Auburn and Michigan State in the Elite Eight?
I do.
You got them getting there very differently, but we're on the same course.
As much as I love Ole Miss, I just have to be a realist. Izzo's going to get there. And then there's an opportunity for Bruce Pearl to beat up on Izzo. Janaya makes it to the national semis. Damn, I got 2-1s, Auburn and Houston. What a terrible,
I'm with you. We
boring
got there the
bracket.
same. We got there different paths, but we got there the same way.
But I got a little bit of flavor when it comes down to the West and the East. I'll give that to you in a little bit later. But we got to switch gears. I told you we had some badasses on the show today, did I not?
Yes, sir, you did.
Well, we got another badass joining us today. We got Shelby Hall. Like you drive in Memphis, so you got to be kind of a pimp just to drive on the interstate in Memphis. Like Chaz won't drive on the interstate.
For reals?
Man, she's so scared. It's hilarious, bro. Everybody's going 90. Everybody's going 90. I'm in the right lane. They're going 90.
Why would you?
So, like, she don't.
They're going 90.
They're scared. So scared. She just don't got it. Like, I love her to death. Don't get me wrong.
You know how to chill her out while she's on the highway?
How? Xanax? Oh,
Just put that on, man. You know how to do
the
it.
biggest, the largest. I love that, but we got a badass, Shelby Hall. She's a professional off-road driver. She's also raising attention on Drives Toward a Cure campaign, the Michigan Parkinson's Awareness. Speaking of Parkinson's, I don't know what Bruce Willis has, but I saw today Bruce Willis had a birthday, but I know he's got something going down. All I know is we're going to make you aware of it. We're going to make you aware of Parkinson's. We're going to try to help you out. And we're also going to talk to you about some really, real cool things that she's done. Plus, her grandfather is a legend, Rod Hall. So we going to get down with it on the other side. So do me a favor, people. Don't you dare touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows. Stay up to date with station events and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports56 WHBQ. There's an institution in East Memphis that I love talking about. It's the Spirit Shop at 4848 Poplar Avenue, right down the street from Clark Tower, and it looks like a log cabin. It's been around Memphis since 1969 with a family-owned, friendly, knowledgeable sales staff that is just a wonderful place to go. I love going in and talking wine or bourbons, and they've got such great selection. So if you've not visited the Spirit Shop in a while, it's been remodeled. You'll love what you see when you need spirits. Tell Eddie Wollo said hello.
Take your basketball skills to the next level at Shoot 360 Memphis. Shoot 360 is a revolutionary basketball training facility that combines cutting-edge technology with gamification and provides instant objective feedback, hands-on, one-on-one expert coaching. And now, introducing Shoot 360 Forever, a newly renovated 50,000 square foot facility with 2 NBA regulation-sized courts, 3 high school-sized courts, and 4 shooting bays with Shoot 360 technology. Memberships are now on a monthly basis. And yes, you can become a member in both locations. Whether you're an aspiring young talent, NBA player, or looking for a unique workout, all skill levels are welcome at Shoot 360 Memphis to learn proper shooting and passing techniques, improve fundamentals, and gain a competitive edge while having fun. Shoot 360 Memphis now in Cordova and Collierville. Call them today at 901-779-3176. That's 901-779-3176. The future of basketball training is here. Shoot 360 Memphis.
Corky's barbecue. Cooking it up. crew cab, all I do. We got it going on at $13,335 off MSRP. Plus 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4x4 4-wheel drive. Now $13,119 off MSRP. 2024 Dodge Vernon GT all-wheel drive. Most powerful gasoline-powered SUV in its class. $12,637 off. And 2025 Jeep Compass Latitude now just $24,796. Plus 0% for 72 months is available. So try past the rest and come to the best Gossett Class for Jeep Ram Fiat on the bike. Online GossettMotorCars.net. If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motorcars. 74023 MSRP 51650 Cherokee RC 106867 MSRP 65210 Hornet R3 A08 452 MSRP 44620 Compass SP5 63774 MSRP 29765 includes all rebates and incentives fee of $895 excludes tax credit license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid to end of the month with group credit dealer stock only.
The Magnus is here this Friday in the Owner's Box Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. It's the place to be for all the games. Fun, exciting, friendly, comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs, full bar, all your favorite beers, happy hour 3 to 6 Monday through Friday, an upscale menu. Come see me, Johnny Radio, this Friday 11 to 1. A little warm-up for the Tiger game that starts at 1 p.m. I'll be giving away $50 in gift cards every 30 minutes. The Owner's Box Bar and Grill.
Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 at 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. And once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. There's a little hump day action out here in the Mid-South. We got basketball tonight. He had the first four last night. Tony Madlock's boys had the very first game, had our very first buzzer beater. Damn it, it's March, and it feels so good. Then you had North Carolina just absolutely beat the brakes off of poor San Diego State. Now they play, of course, Ole Miss on Friday, 3 o'clock. We'll be out at the Owner's Box watching the game. Ole Miss at 3. We're going to be watching the Tigers from 1 to 3. And then don't forget, I'm going to be doing my show from 11 to 1 out there at Owner's Box in Lakeland's Town Square. It is the best sports bar and grill. The grub is amazing. 24 beers on tap. Tito's everywhere. And I'm going to be giving $50 gift cards away every 30 minutes. Join me this Friday for a little warm-up for your Memphis Tigers, Colorado Rams basketball game, and the Ole Miss Rebels against North Carolina. But we got to switch gears, baby. We've had some badasses on today. Got another one. It's like today is Badass Wednesday. My girl Shelby Hall, she's been doing all kinds of stuff. She's a professional off-road driver. Like, that's like the crazy stuff. Like, that's not the one where you just go left. You know what I'm talking about? No, not just left turns. Now, the whole Dale Earnhardt situation was terrible back in the day, but they've done better with this whole Han situation. This is like off-road and craziness. And she doesn't just do it professionally. She also does it for a great cause. She's working out there to do everything she can for Drive Towards a Cure campaign. Her mission is Parkinson's awareness. And it's a good thing because guess who does not know a lot about Parkinson? That would be me. Shelby, how are you doing on this Wednesday? Shelby.
Hello.
What's up, Miss Hall? How are you doing?
I am doing awesome. How are you?
I am blessed. I can't complain. I love this time of the year. The weather's getting pretty. Flowers and like trees are blooming. Basketballs everywhere. It's just a really, really good time of the year. You know, March is a lot of fun. Plus, there's always good things going on because the weather's getting a little nicer. And you got something going on really, really nice coming up soon. So before
we got a few nice things coming up.
Before we get into all the good stuff that you got going on, first tell a little bit some of the people a little bit about yourself and how in the heck did you realistically get into this crazy motorsports industry?
I mean, that's a really good question. But, my name's Shelby Hall, and I heard you mention a little bit earlier about my grandfather, Rod Hall. And that guy was an absolute legend in off-road motorsports. So it only seemed fitting for me to follow suit, you know? I grew up alongside my grandpa, and he was a pioneer in off-road motorsports. His career as a racer spanned over 5 decades long.
Whoa.
So if I wanted to hang out with Grandpa, I better be out in the desert with him.
Now,
So that's
like Rod drove everything though, didn't he? Like, I mean, he
He did.
literally drove. If it had wheels and an engine, he was on it.
Yes, no doubt. He was affiliated with OEMs. He started out on a motorcycle, but as he liked to tell the story, he quickly learned that you can't fit a girl and an ice chest on the back of a motorcycle. So he had to go to 4 wheels.
I love your grandfather.
And you know what? I believe it. I think that's exactly why he moved from a motorcycle to 4 wheels.
I absolutely believe it as well. That is one of the best, and if not, that is the best story ever you could tell. So he's a madman. He drove the Baja, 1,000, how many times?
He did 50 times.
Oh, my goodness.
He competed in the first 50 Baja 1000s. That's 50 years of one single race.
That is wild. Now, you've been doing this now, I don't know how many years professionally. You are a Ford Bronco ambassador. You're also now an ambassador for the Drive Towards a Cure. This is your second year, and there's some other ambassadors. I saw some names down there. You got some very, very interesting characters. You got Rashida Ali, the daughter of Muhammad Ali. You got James Brown, the daughter of Godfather of the Soul, James Brown. Dr. Dina Brown Thomas. Also, you got Vanessa Williams out there. Like, y'all got some serious peeps out here doing this.
Seriously, no joke. You know, I met Deb, who is the founder of Drive Toward a Cure, last year, and we just felt like we were supposed to be friends. She has been on the mission since 2016 to raise funds and awareness for families who are affected by Parkinson's. And unfortunately, I lost my grandfather to Parkinson's. And, the last 7 years of his life were brutal. It really hurt watching him suffer. And when I met Deb and I learned about Drive Toward a Cure, I just knew it was where I needed to be so that not only could I share what we do with motorsports, but be able to utilize that to help give back to those who are suffering.
And I got to be honest and ignorant because that's just where I am. Y'all are bringing awareness, and I'm sure there's some other people out there listening who probably don't know much. The only thing that I really know about, I guess, Parkinson, I believe Michael J. Fox is struggling with this. And that would literally go to about my limit of even knowing. I know he shakes uncontrollably. Can you help me and explain, because I know it, and I'm very sorry to have to dig this back up, the hardship that you went with your grandfather, but could you tell a few people exactly what it is that Parkinson and what are some of the symptoms and what are these families actually dealing with?
Yeah, Parkinson's is an interesting disease, and it shows up in different ways. For us, the way that we started noticing something was wrong with my grandfather was his mobility. He would drag one of his legs every so often, and he would kind of have a hard time releasing his hand grasp. So, like, if we were at a restaurant and he pulled his wallet out, he couldn't let go of the wallet. He would almost throw it down on the table. And we thought he was just being a weirdo. But then we started putting all of these symptoms together. He started falling more. Walking became harder and harder. And eventually he did end up in a wheelchair. And, we were able to work with him to keep his mobility in his hands and his arms. But primarily it was the loss of mobility in his legs.
And for somebody who was one of the most active people on planet Earth, who traveled the whole world racing all over the place, I'm sure that was pretty difficult for him.
You got that right. I mean, even when we first started noticing something was going on, he was in his late 70s, He was still working out in the desert every day. Him and I were business partners, and we were teaching people how to drive off-road. And he was still out there every day playing in the dirt. And he even was able to race his last desert race with Parkinson's disease in partnership with me. I was able to race in that race with him, which was really incredible.
That's a great memory you'll have forever. And again, what you're doing, carrying his memory forward, making people aware of Parkinson's, I think it's a beautiful thing, Shelby. You are a badass, but you also have a big heart. We're talking with Shelby Hall. She's got a big, big event coming up. Now, you're going to be hosting this, and is this on April 12th that you're going to be hosting a huge event to try to raise a whole lot of money towards Drive Towards a Cure? That is coming up on April 12th out in Vegas, I believe.
It is, yes. So we hosted our very first Rod Hall Tribute Trail Ride last year in Southern California. And what's pretty cool about it is it was actually the very first off-road trip for Drive Toward a Cure. And that's what I know. I know dirt. So it was the best way for me to put my resources together to help Drive Toward a Cure. And coming up on April 12th, it's our second annual event. It's going to be awesome. It's a half-day trail ride outside of Las Vegas, and then we're hosting a really fun after-party, a celebration at the Bronco Barn in Las Vegas. We're going to have awesome vehicles on display. We're actually going to have old race trucks that my grandfather raced. Those will be on display. We'll have a raffle and an auction, and just a really awesome opportunity for the community to come together, spend some time making some dust, and get to celebrate the legacy of Rod Hall and, everything that off-roading does for us.
That is amazing. And right now you can go towards, if you just want to go right now to Drive Towards a Cure, drivetowardacure.org, you can donate right now. You'll have a nice big fat goal out there that you want to make and you want to hit. Help them do that. And if you want to participate and you want to take out your big old 4x4 Bronco out there or truck, it's only $100, minimum $100 donation, and you're in the ride from 8 to 1, and then you're at the after party.
Yes, sir. That's exactly it. And even if you can't join us for the trail ride and you still want to donate for the cause, we would be so grateful. We want to exceed our financial contribution from last year. We raised over $5,000 last year, and we want to raise even more than $5,000 this year.
Man, let's get it done, people. Let's check this out. Help out Shelby Hall. Help out Parkinson's. You never know. It can strike anybody. That's the other thing I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Because Michael J. Fox seemed to be a lot younger. Like your grandfather, I think he raced when he was 80 years old.
Yes, sir. And you know what? That is something that we are learning. It's called early onset Parkinson's. People in their 30s are now being diagnosed with Parkinson's. And the thing that so sucks about Parkinson's is we don't know what causes it. A lot of people believe that what causes Parkinson's is already in our brain, and it takes some sort of hit, so to speak, like my grandfather was in rough race trucks for over 50 years. And, we feel like there is some impact that makes Parkinson's come to life.
Like turns it on?
But unfortunately, we just don't know. But that's what people smarter than me are coming to the conclusions of.
Oh, that's just that's the other thing, and not knowing exactly is
knowing
something. So we're bringing awareness. Drive Toward a Cure. Shelby Hall. She's going to be out there doing her business, having a lot of fun. Before you get out there on April 12th, you got any races between now and then?
We are gearing up for a huge race at the end of April, the Nora Mexican 1000. It's a 6-day rally stage off-road race. And we are actually debuting our brand new race truck. We have a Ford Bronco DR, and we are beyond excited to get that thing in the dirt for its debut race.
Oh, my goodness. And when you say 6 days, people don't understand. This is like 6 days of racing.
6 full days of endurance racing in the dirt. And like you said, this is not just a left turn. We got left turns, right turns, ups, downs, every which way. It's chaos.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. And some of those videos I've seen where you have the camera inside the car, I'm like,
Yes.
oh, no, hell no.
It's a blast. I mean, it is wild in the moment, but that's what makes it so incredible. We are manhandling these purpose-built machines to take them as fast as they can through the desert. It takes grit, it takes skill, it takes ingenuity. It is a feat when you get that checkered flag. It is badass.
Girl, you are a badass. Shelby Hall, not only a badass, but has a very, very big heart. We need you to go to drivetowardacure.org. Now, please make a donation. You never know. We need to find a cure. We need to make people more aware. We got to figure out how it happens and how we can stop it. Shelby, thank you so much for your time. Be blessed and keep us watching. You know what I'm saying? Come back and join me sometime and tell me about your crazy race.
Let's do it. I am down.
Shelby, you be blessed, girl.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You have an awesome day.
That's Shelby Hall. She sounded sweet. I know she's crazy as can be, man, because you know how you got to have a little few screws loose to do what she does.
She wears a helmet, too,
But
right?
damn, she got a big heart. And she is a badass. Yeah, dude. You have
Any woman with a helmet, man.
No, man. Oh, Lord.
But any woman with a helmet,
I'm going to have to show you because it's crazy. You've never watched any of those things where you've never woken up and watched fumbling through the channels and all of a sudden you're like, what in the hell is that? It's like, and it looks like people going 200 miles an hour and there ain't no track or there ain't no road and they just going through cities and then the jungles and then the desert and all that stuff. And they're dudes in the right going left turn, right turn, 140 feet, hard brake. And then they flip and they roll. It's like, put it this way, you don't ever want to. If you hit some fungus one afternoon, you know what I'm saying? And then you saw that, you'd be scared to death.
Sounds like driving with John Madden and John Hart. You're like, who? Tough acting connected. To the left, to the right. Who? Tough acting connected.
It's tough acting connected.
A little John Madden. Rest in peace, Johnny.
Man, R.I.P. Mr. Madden. Now, I don't think I'm going to be able to get in much wood today. I hate that, too, because there's some good stories out there. At least we did talk about Snow White not hiring the little people. That kind of made me mad.
Yeah, you got to tell the people who's your adventure, and maybe after the break, but they got to know who your champion is today.
We're going to get to that right here at the other side of the break. That's what we're going to finish up. Me and Darian, I got to finish our bracket, people. But I do want to remind you this is important. Tell all your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones. I'm going to be at the Owner's Box on Friday from 11 to 1. To warm you up for the Memphis Tigers game at 1 o'clock against Colorado State Rams. I'm also going to be there to watch the game. And then I'm going to be there to watch the Ole Miss Rebels play North Carolina because that's what we're doing. And we're also giving away $50 gift cards every single 30 minutes out at the Owner's Box, Lakeland's Town Square. It's the dopest bar and grill you've ever been to. 24 beers on tap, full bar, unbelievable menu, and televisions everywhere. Come enjoy the madness, baby. Lakeland's Town Square at the Owner's Box Bar and Grill. Let's finish our brackets, and then let's get the bleep out of here and get ready for craziness, because tomorrow, the real deal Holyfield begins. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Hey, everybody, call it spring fever, call it March bracket time, yeah, all of that. Everybody is looking for something new to drive. All-Star Chevy right here in Olive Branch is loaded up for truck month, and every Silverado you want is here with financing down to 2.9, up to $3,000 cash for you. Hey, if you want a new 2500 HD Silverado, All-Star has them with no payment for 90 days, and your good credit deserves it. If your budget is in the 20s or 30s, gotta love all these affordable new All-Star Chevys, new Blazers, Equinox, new Colorado
trucks. And if you're law enforcement, first responder, healthcare, military, education, recent grad, you get an extra $500 bonus. Plus, every certified Chevy and all the pre-owns you want are here in one place. Toyotas, Nissans, Hondas, Jeeps, Sierras, Ram trucks, Ford trucks, tons of Silverados. And if you have any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive what we really want to drive. All-Star Chevrolet in Olive Branch, or go to allstarautogroup.com.
For meat lovers, there's only one name you need to know: Buster's Butcher. And discover why there's nothing like it in Memphis. We offer a curated selection of premium, exotic, farm-raised animals, steaks and sausages, and everything size. We have everything you need for meals, including fresh, local, special items, and some delicious donations. Our butchers are seasoned chefs, ready to explain everything cuts, recipes, and more. Visit Buster's Butcher and see why every cut counts.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, or personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a home that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktie.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up. I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
You get the best of Memphis for lunch and dinner at Elwood Shack. Choose from house pastrami, corned beef, smoked turkey, roast beef, roast pork, beef brisket, and pulled shoulders, all made in-house. Elwood's fresh beef bread is delivered daily from our bakery in Cordova, and all Elwood's gifts and sweet treats come from Frost Bakery. Open daily for lunch and dinner at Elwood Shack on summer in the Lowe's parking lot. And the newest Elwood's at 4045 Plus Northern. Get the best of Memphis or anywhere else at Elwood Shack.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not point the finger saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, and I have lost my dead gum mind. Almost forgot, not only am I giving $50 every 30 minutes away at the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill. It's a baller shot caller out in Lakeland's Town Square. I'll be there on Friday, 11 to 1, giving away $50 every 30 minutes, doing my show, having a lot of fun, drinking, talking, and watching hoops because the madness will have started. Get out there and join me. It's right off Highway 70, and it is a baller. It is going to be fun because we are going to warm you up for the Memphis game at 1, the Ole Miss game at 3. I'll be there all damn day if you can't tell. Only problem is, look who's gonna, Chas is like, well, can I come out there? I said, no. No, you cannot. But you know what? You're going to have to pick me up. Or I'll take an Uber. The only thing is, did you know that I don't have Uber or those things on my phone? I've never done one. I mean, I've done them many times. I make other people do it. Because once
it means you don't
phone,
pay for them, John.
Correct. That's what I was getting ready to say. Because, man, that means once I download that joint, I'm going to have to pay for it all the damn time. Now, I need to give away $98.50 because every single day that the Tigers are in the tournament here over at Sports 56 on one of our shows, we're giving you cash money. Cash money, $98.50. It's going to be somebody's out there Thank you so much to our amazing sponsors. Mid-South Small Engines, Memphis Mold Inspector, the only licensed mold inspector in the Mid-South, period, end of discussion. Calb Equipment, Buster's Butcher, Straight Up Fire. It's right next to the original Gangster over on Poplar and Highland, next to that original Gangster Buster's Liquor Store, because they got 2 liquor stores. They got the original, and they got a new one over at Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center. Buster's Butcher, Buster's Liquor, Calb Equipment, Memphis Mold Inspectors, Mid-South Small Engines. In honor of Shelby Hall, the fastest woman, badass, raising awareness. Go to drivetowardacure.org, raising money for Parkinson awareness. She's a racer. She's fast as all get out. The fastest person, the very first caller at 901-360-8255, you get $98.50. Now, once I say stop calling, because I need Darian's attention. So 901-360-8255. First caller wins $98.50. Hey, Darren, did they come up here and pick it up?
Landon says yes. And the phones are lighting up at $98.
Answer that junt so I know who won. Say yo, yo, yo. What it do, man? Dude, back in the day, you used to call my man like on payphones, and the phone, you just go to the payphone, you put it in your corner. We go like right to this one specific corner, put the payphone. Yeah, what you want? What you need? What you need? What you need? Yep. What you need? I need $98.50. I'm the fastest caller, period. Who's the winner? Nah, you ain't got your mic on.
There you go, John. All right, a lot going on. Thanks, Landon, for the assist. Y'all can stop calling. We got Mr. James
Dude,
Flick.
I just put everybody on hold. Now nobody can call. Ha.
Mr. James Flick is your man.
James Fleck. Fast with the fingers, Mr. Fleck. I'm sure that you're very good with the ladies. No, I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, we're going to go with the quickness. We know we got the University of Florida beating Norfolk State because they're pathetic. I got UConn dropping Oklahoma. Memphis getting past Colorado State. I'm scared to death, but I'm going Memphis, man. I love Maryland. I like Maryland. I'm going to go with Mizzou because I like Dennis Gates over Drake. No upset so far. You know Texas Tech's the real deal, Holyfield. And damn it, Arkansas. There it is. They're going to beat Kansas, the 7 seed, as a 10 seed. Let's go, Arkansas. Call them Hogs. And the Fighting Johnnies, St. John's, easily over Nebraska, Omaha. St. John's versus Arkansas. Well, John Calipari, we know what's going to happen if he's like, up 3 with a few seconds. He ain't going to foul. They're going to tie it. St. John's don't hit threes, though, but it ain't going to come close. St. John's rolls. Rick Pitino is the real deal coach. The Johnnies get by. Sorry, Missouri. Dennis Gates, you were a lot of fun. Texas Tech can score. I got Tech. I got St. John's getting by them. And St. John's will not play in the national semifinals because it will be the University of Florida. Fill them all the way out to the semis because they are the best. And there's another 1 seed because I'm pathetic. Memphis against Maryland. I'm sorry. They make it to the Sweet 16. Maryland is too much. They get past Memphis. I got Auburn and Florida and Houston. This is a terrible bracket that I'm doing. Don't look like I can turn this one in for money. I got to mix it up a little bit. Duke is going to win the first game. You know this. Mississippi State, because they're too big, they're too strong. They get past Baylor. Liberty. Give me Liberty or give me death. I don't like them Ducks. Y'all go quack yourself. Liberty gets by him. Caleb Love, he's a dirty man, but he also puts it in the hole better than most. Arizona gets by. BYU, I love against VCU. Wisconsin gets past Montana. St. Mary's falls to Vanderbilt, and Bama rolls. Bama gets by Vandy. BYU by Wisconsin. Liberty ends Caleb Love's run because it's give me liberty or give me death, and you know that Caleb Love always falls up short. Duke gets past Mississippi, but then Duke plays Liberty, and they get all the way down to the Elite Eight before Duke loses.
All right, so who you got in your Final Four in your champions? Go.
Duke loses to Bama. So I got 1, 2. I got Bama, Houston, Florida, and Auburn. 3 SEC teams and a pimp named Kelvin Sampson. Damn it, that bracket sucks. I hope everybody get out there. Make this.
I got St. John's, John.
Oh, you got St. Johnny's? You got the Johnnies?
Johnny's beating Houston.
You know I love me a little Patino, right? I mean, when you care about your kids so much that you go out there and make sure that they got a little love after the game, that's just like Caring is sharing. Remember that. Come see me and care about me. I'm going to be out there at the Owner's Box on Friday. Tomorrow I'll be back here telling you I'll be at the Owner's Box on Friday because we getting ready for a little Memphis. The madness begins. Also, people, don't forget, the World Championship Hot Wing Contest and Festival is going down. I hope you're ready for it. It's April 26th, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Go get your tickets at worldwingfest.com. All proceeds benefit the Ronald McDonald House. Darian Newsom is a baller shot caller. Landon is a pimp. Dustin Starr does his thing. You know he's insane, man. Shelby Hall is a baller shot caller. I don't know if you know, but that is my time. Y'all get out there and make the world a better place. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace!